Hi everyone. Now we are going to study the question number 10 of our 100 questions. It's all about the graphical analysis of motion, that is class 11 topic. How to use graphical analysis in solving distance, displacement, velocity and acceleration so on. But to solve any of these questions, not only here, in many chapters we get the questions based on graph. But whenever there is a question, what kind of question will come based on graph? How to solve a graph based question? See, the very first thing what they can ask is they will ask you to draw the graph. The first thing, draw the graph. This is the first thing they can ask. Then find the relation between quantities and compare with mathematical equation. Like there are straight line graphs or parabola or hyperbola mainly in our physics syllabus. That is y equal to mx plus or minus c and y equal to uh, plus or minus mx or y equal to minus mx plus or minus c. So slope can be positive or negative and intercept can be positive or negative or intercept may be 0. And also like y proportional to x square or y square proportional to x or y proportional to minus x square or y square proportional to minus x. So these all comes under parabola graph. So these all equations, first mx plus or minus c all comes under straight line. If the one of the quantity has the power 2 maximum, then parabola will come. And if the relation is like inversely proportional to each other, then comes hyperbola. So this is how you can draw the graph. Or else from the given graph, you can find the quantity whatever they are asking either by finding slope or area below the graph. Slope means if it is straight, then delta y by delta x. Curve means dy by dx. Area means area below the graph. So you have to divide the area into in terms of rectangle, triangle and so on so that you can find each area and finally you can add. But you have to take care that above the positive x-axis area is positive, below the x-axis area is negative. That is what you need to remember. So based on these things, either they may give the graph and they will ask, then you have to think whether the slope will give the answer or area will give, or they can ask you to draw the graph, then you have to compare the relation, physics relation with these mathematics equations so that you can find it. Now, here what is the meaning of slope of a graph and area below the graph? See, if there is a straight line graph, then you extend it, it can intersect the x-axis at any point with some angle. Then slope m equal to tan theta equal to delta y by delta x. Or if it is like curve, that means delta x tends to 0 at any one point. Then under the limit delta x tends to 0, delta y by delta x equal to dv by dx. That means slope of curve changes from point to point, point to point. From one point to another point, the slope keep on changes. But for straight line, slope remains same. And if it is the straight line, then this is the area below. Or if it is curve, then you have to go for this is area and that is equal to integration y with respect to x from x1 to x2. Because it is a curve means it is of no regular shape, then you have to go for integration. So for curved graph, slope means differentiation. For curved graph, area means you have to use integration. That is what the main difference. Then after this, now what we can find from ST graph? So from the ST graph, displacement versus time graph, we can find slope. Slope means slope of a graph is directly proportional to y quantity by x quantity, that is proportional to s by t. That means either speed or velocity. And straight line means average velocity or average speed. And curved graph means instantaneous velocity because dv by dx, ds by dt. This is delta s by delta t, average velocity. This is ds by dt, instantaneous velocity. But area below the SC graph, if you find it, that is not equal to any quantity, S into T. That's why you can find, but that is not equal to any of the physics quantity. That's why we can find only slope in solving numericals. But in case of like VT graph, when you consider, there are two things you can find. That is slope of VT graph. Slope of VT graph either gives distance or it gives displacement. Distance means total area, positive and negative. Displacement means area above x-axis minus area below x-axis. That means positive area minus negative area. That gives the total displacement. And sorry, here not slope, area below. Please correct it. This is area. Because area of the graph is proportional to y into x, proportional to v into t. So velocity into time means what? Distance or displacement. But slope of VT graph, if you take, slope of VT graph means either delta V by delta T or dV by dt. Delta V by delta T means average acceleration. dV by dt means instantaneous acceleration. So slope of VT graph gives acceleration. Area below the VT graph gives distance or displacement. And what is the difference? I already explained. So that is what VT graph. And what we can find from AT graph? When you consider AT graph, acceleration versus time. Now, if you find slope, you will not get any quantity, but area means that is acceleration into time, that equal to delta V. What is delta V? Change in velocity. So area below the AT graph gives change in velocity. And in area in AT graph, when acceleration becomes zero, V will become maximum. Velocity becomes maximum because as long as acceleration is there, the particle keep on increases its velocity, and the moment acceleration becomes zero, the velocity becomes maximum. That is what sometimes they can ask question based on that. Now, so in conclusion, I'd like to tell you one thing that from the based on the graphical analysis, the question can be asked either they'll ask you to draw the graph or they will ask you to find the quantity, any quantity from the given graph. So that is how everything it is completely related to mathematics. Slope, area, finding area of square, rectangle, triangle, and the differentiation and integration. Let's see a few questions. Which of the following graphs represent the uniform motion? Now they are asking you to draw the graph about uniform motion. Now when you consider uniform motion means velocity constant. Now for velocity constant, displacement equal to V into T. Now they are taken S is on y axis, C is on x axis, and this is constant. So this is constant means it is like a slope. So y equal to mx form means a straight line passing through origin. So that kind of graph will come. So what is the no graph is suitable actually according to the given question. See, this is not passing through origin. Now, from the displacement time graph, find out the velocity of a moving body. So velocity, how can you get from the displacement versus time graph? Velocity equal to slope of Vt graph. But here they have not given Vt graph, they have given TV graph. So TV graph means that is inversely proportional to slope of T versus V. Because Vt graph slope means V by T. TV graph slope means T by V, inversely proportional. That's why the velocity V equal to 1 by slope means what? Tan theta, theta 30. So 1 by root 3 equal to root 3 meter per second. So this way, once you understand the question, then you can check whether slope is needed to find or area is needed to find and what data given. Now the third question, the distance time graph of a particle at a time t makes angle 45 degrees with time axis. ST graph of a particle at t times makes angle 45 with time axis. So now here ST graph means ST graph. So that slope equal to velocity. What is the slope? Tan theta, tan 45, how much? 1. After 1 second, it makes angle for 60 degrees with the time axis. That means after 1 second, now the slope, nothing but final velocity became tan 60, that is root 3. Now what is the average acceleration? Average acceleration means final velocity minus initial velocity by time, that is root 3 minus 1. In 1 second means 1. So what is the answer? Root 3 minus 1. So it is the graph just like this. See, first the angle is 45. Let's take this angle is 45. Now the angle became 60 degrees after 1 second. So the initial velocity is different and the final velocity is different. That way you can find the solution. Now here they have given one Vt graph and they are asking the distance traveled by the particle in 4 seconds. So distance means total area. So let's take this is A1, this is A2, this is divide, this is A3 and this is A4 and this is A5. Now the total distance means total area. So total area is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5. Now you find one by one. A1 like right angle triangle, half into base is 1 into height is 20, that is 10 meter. So on, you can find A2, A3, A4, A5, and if you add all of them, then you will get the answer. Now here one more such question. The velocity time graph of a body moving in a straight line is shown in the figure. The displacement and distance traveled by the body in 6 seconds. Now they are asking both distance and displacement in 6 seconds. Now first you have to find each area. Now this is area A1 and this is area A2. This is area A3. Now A1 is rectangle 4 into 2, 8, and A2 is 2 to 4 means 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 4. See, height 2, length 2. And A3 is, that is also same, 2 into 2, 4. But here A2 is negative, A1, A3 positive. Now the distance means total. Distance is total. That is A1 plus A2 plus A3, 8 plus 4 plus 4, that is 16 meter. But displacement means positive area, that is A1 plus A3 minus negative area. That is 8 plus 4 minus 4, that is 8 meter. So the distance is 16 meter and displacement is 8 meter. So displacement 8, distance 16. So option A is correct, like that. So this way the graphical based questions can come in the motion in one dimension. But graphical based questions can be asked in any chapter. So please try to understand what kind of question they will ask, how they will ask. It's all about slope and area below the graph, or drawing the graph by comparing the physics equation with mathematical equation. So I have given 5 assignment based questions based on the same thing, similar type of questions, and try to solve them. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.